Hey guys, good today. So we're gonna do another live, insightful content to teach you guys and help you guys to attract and create things, desires into your reality. All right. That's what we're gonna touch on today. All right. So hopefully everybody's doing great. So today's topic, as you see the title here, is how to manifest miracles into your reality. Right. So when I speak about miracles, I'm basically speaking in essence of things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to doing great. So what I'm gonna do now, that's what we're gonna talk about, and then we'll take some questions. All right. And I got this a question from a viewer. Right. So I'm gonna read off basically what they asked, and I thought it was a pretty good topic. So uh, I can definitely help you guys to understand how the universe works and how you create what you desire. Right. I realize a lot of you guys are creating and aware of what you want, and you're maybe figuring out or attempting to figure out how can I bring things into my reality, right? And you're learning this new way of thinking, and you guys are now understanding how your brain works and how reality is, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So here's the comment he posted from SS. He says, Mark, I love your post. However, I would like to make a suggestion. This saying that when you are aligned with the universe, miracles manifest into your reality is perfect. However, how about including a link to a video where you show people how to align with the universe and what they can do? That would be super helpful. All right, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to help you and show you guys how you can align, basically be in vibrational match with what you want, so you can attract it. I do put a lot of posts up. I do put a lot of quotes and shows, talk about how when you're aligned you get what you want, how things flow. And I realize maybe a lot of individuals aren't too keen on how it works, so I'm gonna do this in this video to help you guys, okay? To kind of show you how you align to get things into your reality. All right. So this is where we're going to do now. All right, so here's the first awareness you must have, okay? Everything comes into our reality through the most elemental laws of quantum physics, okay? And the laws are like attract alike, okay? That's number one. Number two, there is a glue that binds this universe and brings things into reality, or we call miracles, things that you desire. Okay, what is that glue? That glue has been known by many names. The law of attraction, you reap what you sow, or cause and effect. Okay, that's the glue that runs in the most elemental or fundamental part of the universe. And quantum physics does demonstrate this. All right. Okay, next point. All matter is just a vibratory rate of energy. Okay, so that means your thoughts, your intentions, they all vibrate at a particular rate of energy, and these energy that they vibrate at produces frequencies. And through that glue force, which is known as law of attraction, or I like to call it cause and effect, or gravity, it binds and it comes towards us. All right. Okay, so that's the first tip. So you have to have an awareness of that information first before you can be able to become aligned and create miracles. Or when I say miracles, create your desires or whatever you'd like to receive. Okay, so the first tip to create or to become aligned with the universe so you can get what you desire, you have to be aware of how the fundamental laws of the universe work. Okay, so that's number one. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, and number two, so now I'm aware of these laws, Mark. How can I start to put them into play? How can I get what I want? Okay, the second point is you have to kind of retrain or relearn your brain. You have to reprogram your mind from what you were taught. You see, the brain is a marvelous and a miraculous machine. It's like a computer. Once the brain receives information is stored into the brain as fundamental facts, beliefs, and experiences. Once it's stored into the brain as fundamental facts, beliefs, and experiences, the conscious mind or the ego mind now runs this program as a reality loop. In other words, it makes it very difficult for you to try to believe what you want, you can have, because the mind will always remind you of the learned experiences, okay? So you have to relearn that. So how do you do that? Well, you have to use repetition. Repetition in what form? Well, repetition in the form of controlling your thinking and your feelings. That's the first step to become aligned so you can receive what you want, okay? So you have to be repetitive. So how do you become repetitive? It's very simple. It's discipline. Take your mind and now attempt to focus on what you want. Okay, now remember, everything works with the most elemental laws of physics. Okay, so if you are not focusing or thinking of something that you desire, okay, if let's say you are focused or thinking of something you desire, and through the glue of the universe, cause and effect or law of attraction, like frequencies will attract like frequencies. Those situations and people, no matter whatever your thoughts are, will start to gravitate towards you, and your life will become more better. You become more happier. You experience what you want. Okay, that's it. But if you're worried about what you don't want to happen, if you're preparing against being broke, if you're preparing against being depressed, if you're being prepared against not having the relationship you desire, if you feel you're not good enough, okay, when you do that, you are attracting the very thing that you are preparing against. Because let's go back again. Elemental laws of physics, like frequencies will attract like frequencies. So the key for you is, if you want to become aligned with the universe, guys, and you want to attract what you want into your life, here's the $1,000,000 secret. Keep your thoughts only on what you want. Your desires. Let me repeat that again. It's very important. Keep your thoughts only on what you desire. Number one, keep your thoughts on anything that makes you feel good. The universe is very intelligent. It's smart. It's smarter than you and I. It knows that when you feel good, and it knows that when you're thinking of something you want, it knows, okay, I'll get it for you. How? But through your subconscious mind. You don't have to worry about how it's going to occur. So that's the $1,000,000 secret. If you want to become aligned with the universe, keep your thoughts repetitive only on what you want to see to happen in your life, or anything that makes you feel good. If you do this every day, if you go to bed every night and you think of this and you think of that, you are actually retraining your brain to do this, all right? Meditation helps tremendously, okay? Also, you can manifest things that you desire with limiting beliefs as well. You do know that, but here's the catch. When you manifest what you desire, then you won't be able to hold on to it, because it won't be consistent. Because what happens is, if you don't remove those blocks, you can get what you want, but eventually you're going to self-sabotage yourself to lose it again. This is why 50% of lottery winners end up losing their money within the first five years. They end up being broke, because they still have subconscious blocks that signify they don't deserve money, so they make bad investments, or people in general, okay? So you have to remember that. This is why individuals get in relationships and they go into that cycle of being abused, okay? Because it's subconsciously there. So keep in mind, you can manifest anything, man, with limiting beliefs still. But here's the key. Do you want to keep it, or are you going to lose it again, all right? So that's the key point. So to create anything in your life, guys, you keep your thoughts only on what you want, anything that makes you feel good. This creates high electromagnetic frequencies, okay? And through the action of the subconscious mind, it goes out into the infinite field of possibilities, and then it can attract the person, the situations into your life that will create miracles or reality. See how easy that is? So that's how you become aligned with the universe and your desires. You don't have to figure it out with your logical mind. Okay? All right. So we can take some questions. So Mark, if you focus and try to keep my thoughts all day and let it go. Yeah. So letting it go. So here's another key point, another myth that I want to break up. You can actually think and focus on your thoughts all day, all night, and you won't create any resistance, as long as you're not attached, or you're not obsessed with the outcome. What do I mean by that? In layman terms, you can think of your desires, okay, and then in the back of your mind or in your heart, you know it's going to happen. You're detached, okay? When you're attached to something is when you're doubting or wondering or hoping it will happen. You create resistance, okay? All right, so that's how you can think about anything you want and not and still be detached from the outcome. All right, so that's very important because individuals get confused with what detachment really is. Detachment doesn't mean you stop thinking about what you want. Okay, detachment means that you can think about everything you want at all time, every day, all night, but have the realization to know that, hey, it's gonna happen. Okay, I know it's gonna happen. I don't have to figure out how. That's when you're attached. Okay, so those are points that you want to keep in mind. You know, so you can become aligned. You can attract more abundance into your life, via universe. So you got to remember that glue, that key. All right. Another question here: is being excited about the outcome attachment? No, of course not. You can be excited about anything, but the key point again is, or do you believe and do you know that whatever it is you're excited about, that it's going to happen for you? If you have a feeling and you say, you know what, I know it's going to happen because I trust the process and I know how the elemental laws of the universe work, so I know if I do this, it's going to happen, then yes, you can be excited all day. But if you're questioning whether I hope it could happen or what if it doesn't happen, then you want to re-examine that, because then you may be holding to a attachment. All right, remember, it's all about vibratory frequencies we send out. The universe is a detector. It's there, it's picking up frequencies. It cannot differentiate between what you want, good or bad. See, when we have good or bad, or we call contrast, that exists as a choice. So you have the negative, positive, your choices. Do I want to attract this spectrum, that spectrum? See, the universe is is basically a self-correcting code. Everything comes together and works itself in perfect harmony. Here's another key point: the universe only works in harmony. When things are in harmony, that's when they manifest. Notice I didn't say positive harmony, I didn't say negative harmony, I says harmony. So what does it mean? Yes, you can have negative harmony because it comes together. You can have positive harmony. See, so it's all about harmony. What is harmony? Harmony is alignment of vibratory frequencies. When things come together like an orchestra, like a band, they all play in unison. It's harmony. So that's how the universe works. So keep that in mind. The universe works in perfect harmony, not perfect positive harmony, negative, just harmony, period. That means you could have negative harmony. That's why you experience what you don't want. Positive harmony, okay? So it's all about where you put your thoughts and your attentions, what you focus on the most. And that's really the secret. You can keep your thoughts only on what you want, and if you can focus on that and then develop some discipline, then you can achieve what you want, right? Can I think about my desires all day long? Yes, you can, as long as you know that it will manifest, as long as you're not worrying or fretting about it. What about reverse psychology? Reverse psychology, it basically mean attempting to trick your mind. Well, I don't like to call it reverse psychology, but I get the point. You're saying that, what if you tell your mind something the opposite? Well, your subconscious mind, you gotta remember, your subconscious mind is irrational. So when you speak things out to the subconscious, it takes it literal. So if that's reverse psychology, if you want to call that reverse psychology, yes, the subconscious mind will listen to anything you put into it, repeat it over and over again. Okay, and it starts to create it. So if you have to let go of time, all desires manifest. Please explain. Okay, so let's talk about time. All right. So time is relative. Time is relative to the observer. If time were real, it would be the same time everywhere. I'm speaking to an audience here from all over the world. Maybe some of you guys are in Europe. I'm here in the U.S. Yet you're speaking to me now. It may be night in your area. So time is relative. So that's the first thing. So you have to understand something about time. See, our thinking mind, our logical mind, we need time as structure. Without time, we cannot perform, our minds can't perform things per good, okay? Time provides a structure in our lives, but it doesn't make it real. So my point is this, okay? There is time, but it exists in a dimension known as right now. Everything is happening right now. Right now in the universe, okay? There are stars or lights from other distant galaxies that haven't reached us yet, and we say, oh, it comes here in 2.3 billion light years. It took 2.3 billion light years to travel here. But the fact is, it's happening right now. Okay? So everything happens now. Past and future are reference points that you were taught when you were young from the conscious mind. The future is something to come in, the past is gone. But in reality, guys, the past is just memory stored in your brain of right now. So if you want to remove time, you have to grasp that awareness to know that, wait a minute, so everything happens now. So if I focus what I want or my intention in the now, when I talk about being in the present moment, being in the present moment basically means that you're in it. You're not looking 1 second, 2 second out. You're focused in on the task point. Just like athletes or stars when they play sports, if you see they're performing well and they ask them, how do you do that? They say, I was in the zone. I was just keying in. I was focused. I was in the moment. And that's when, see, when you're in the moment, guys, is when you get help from your authentic or your higher self. That's when the knowledge and the guidance and the keys to manifest anything in your life can come into reality. See, guys, that's how powerful you are. You have this super intelligent gift within you, but if you learn how to access it by being here now, it opens up for you and you can create anything in your life. You don't get the answers when you're out of the moment. The answers don't come to you when you're out of the moment. Sometimes they do. The answers come to you when you're in the moment. Answers don't come to you when you're in the past or thinking about the future. Okay? How to tell if you have a gut feeling. How to tell if you have a gut feeling, you'll basically feel something that causes you to take some sort of action, some sort of positive action, right? Is the latter technique spoken of by Neville Goddard and reverse psychology the same? I'm not aware of the technique that Neville Goddard spoke about, but I do reverse psychology. It's another name to trick the subconscious, because the subconscious is rational and it believes whatever you say, right? Can subliminals change your physical appearance? Yes, subliminals can change your physical appearance, can change eye colors and certain things at that point, because the subconscious controls your DNA and all the cells. And your cells in your body, they can regenerate and they can create different things, right? Okay. How do you speak right now? How do you speak right now winning the lottery? Okay, so how do you speak right now winning the lottery? First of all, you have to believe you can win the lottery. Okay, and then you have to let it go and don't try to figure out when it's going to happen. That's how you speak. You see it, you visualize it, and you got to also keep in mind that when you're visualizing a lottery, it's just another one of the infinite means that the universe can bring you abundance, right? Winning a lottery for some of you guys maybe a new relationship, maybe a career, maybe a new job, a new business. See, so winning the lottery that's what I mean. Or it could be just winning the lottery, a top prize where you can pay off something or do something. That's what the lottery. But you have to keep in mind that it's not the only means, right? What do you do if you feel like giving up on the law of attraction? Well, here's the truth. There's no way you can give up on the law of attraction, because the law of attraction is not a fad or it's not something that just came about. It's a fundamental law of physics. So it works whether you want it to or not. So the question you should ask yourself is, am I giving up on my dreams or my desires? Because the fact is this: whatever you focus on, and whatever you don't want, and you focus on that, that's what's going to come into your reality. Whatever you focus on, you're going to get it. So you might as well use it. The law of attraction is not something that you give up on or say, oh, it's gone. It's working right now. It's a fundamental law. It's a glue force. That's what I want you guys to keep in mind. The law of attraction is not this new fad. You hear about it now through the movie The Secret, but it's been here since the beginning of the universe. Okay, we're just understanding the concepts of how it creates, right? How would you set the intention of winning a lottery jackpot? Just have the intention. Look, my intention is to win X and X amount, and I'm going to visualize it, and I'm going to let it go, okay? Can you mix? Okay, how to remove negative emotions? Negative emotions, the best way to remove them is through subconscious brainwave frequencies or self-hypnosis, right? You can do that, but the subconscious frequencies, they work best to remove them, because sometimes they're so deep rooted in our subconscious mind, we need a little help. Okay. But can it come through the lottery or other means? Yes. What do we got here? Hi from Oregon. How you doing? What is the best thing to consistently manifest kind? Okay, I had a question about how is coins the same coins the same frequency as $1 million. It's in the energetic blueprint of matter of particles. Okay, they all vibrate the same rate. So when it comes to money or anything, we give value to it. So it has the same vibratory frequencies. It doesn't matter if it's paper or a penny. What matters is the core essence of the quantum makeup of it. It's electrons, protons, muons, and these sorts of elementary particles. Right? You don't have to know the exact or the particle's name, but that's how they create. Okay. Can I mix my record affirmations with theta and delta? Uh, I would say alpha and theta. Delta is more of a deep dream state frequency. What's the fastest time it's taken you to manifest money since you've done it multiple times, Mark? In linear time, depends, but I would say a couple of hours. Okay, as fast as I've manifested finances. But it just depends. You see, guys, if you want to manifest anything quickly in your life, here's the key. Less resistance. What's resistance? The doubt, the uncertainty about it, the belief. Those are this is how you can manifest things quickly. Less resistance, you create more. Okay? When do you know when you're been trying to manifest is coming? Okay, so the question is, when do you know whatever you've been trying to manifest is coming? The beauty of the universe exists with synchronicity. If you start to encounter repetitive numbers, patterns, people, situations speaking about what you're looking for, what you're doing, if you hear somebody out of the blue, a stranger talking about something you've been thinking about and you haven't met this person or talked to this person, those are signs that it's on the way. It's going to matter. Here's the key point. On the way. It's coming towards you to manifest. It's going to be in your reality. As long as you keep the same pattern, which is your thoughts aligned, then it manifests. But if you start to doubt and resist, then guess what? You slow the traction down, so it slows down. See? That's what takes more time. But if you continue, it speeds up. You create critical mass, right? Yes, feeling good all the time is a correct way to receive. Exactly. But we're human, so we don't always feel good. So the point is, I'm not telling you guys to force yourself to feel good. I'm just showing you that when you're feeling good or you're thinking of something that makes you feel good, it's the best and consistent way for you to attract anything into your life. What crystals? Sorry, I couldn't get that one. Why is it from humanity? Well, here's the point. Think about this. If every one of you or all of us or the entire globe can create their own reality, what would happen to the world? There wouldn't be no structure, there wouldn't be no control, people would be free financially, everything. So to answer your question, the reason it's kept this way is for control, my friend. Okay? To control you. That's the reason why you this information not know. Let me show you something. The way this system is set up when it comes to working and everything, it's created for you not to think. It's created for you to go with the flow, to follow instructions. You weren't taught to stop and independently think for yourself to create. Okay? So this information is only available to a select few. Okay, so that's the answer. But the beauty of this is that we have free will. You guys can now choose. It's out there. And like I said, when you find this channel, it's no coincidence. This is my purpose here as a light worker, to spread, to inspire my gifts and the teachings that God, the universe, has given me, and I'm imparting it to you because I'm doing my duty. And when you find this channel, it's no coincidence. So when you get this information, you use it in your life, and then when others see the results and they see how, wow, this person just created, what's going on here, then you explain and show them, and this is how you spread it. But it's out there, but it's only available to maybe 1% of the entire world population. Okay? And this is the secret to create your life. Okay, what's the biggest I'm sorry. Do you believe people around you are a reflection of your alignment? Of course, because remember what he said earlier? All forms of matter must operate with the most elemental laws of physics, which is like frequency. So look at your surroundings. If you want to know, if you want to judge your progress, right, just look at where your life is right now. Look at your surroundings. Look at the people you have around you. Look at what's going on. That's how you'll judge and say, okay, where am I at? And then you can make the change. Okay. All right. Yes. This is why. Okay. Good. And this is why a lot of individuals need, you know, this mentoring or coaching, because you really need someone to show you how to do this, how your mind works. There's so much information about that out there. You know, there's a lot of individuals that take advantage of this new law of attraction, but you guys, there are a lot of information they don't really pinpoint and show you how it works. This is what I do in my channel. This is what I do when I do this personal mentoring coaching. This is what I do when I create the group coaching. I teach you individually and as a collective consciousness how to get to do these things in a systematic method. Of course, this channel has so much information and all the platforms that I've created, so you guys can all learn freely. And of course, some of us need mentoring and some of us need more help, and this is where I come in. This is what I do. My job is to do this to help you guys, because when everyone can succeed, we advance high vibrations, and we advance our love and our gratitude to the universe, and it makes everyone better, right? Okay, is it better to work on myself internally first? Of course, yes. You have, yeah. Well, look, she asked the question: is it better to work on yourself internally first before you use the law of attraction? Keep in mind again, guys. You do not use the law of attraction. The law of attraction is always working. What you do is you impart on it, or you start to take advantage of it, but it's there already. So in order to create anything in your life, yes, you have to do the inner work. You know, keep this in mind. Remember, I said this, I think last week in one of these live feeds here. Okay, the universe that we inhabit, okay, this dimensional universe here, it works in this way. It's simple. What you believe about yourself, that's what you will create in reality. Point blank. I'll repeat that again. What we believe about ourselves is what we will create. Think about that. So what do you believe about yourself? Remember, control. From when you were young, you were taught not to believe in yourself. You were taught to be this, to do that. See, so when you were young, your belief or paradigm was really stricken, man, from your parents, because their beliefs are stricken. So this is why individuals don't create what they want in their lives, because their beliefs are so intertwined in their subconscious that they don't believe they can do these things. But I'm here to tell you, man, that you can do anything. You can attract anything. You can create anything in the world, because there is nothing in this universe that is of solid material matter. Everything is condensed energy at the core essence. If you can get that in your mind right today, you are on your way to be successful in any part of your life, because that awareness or that knowledge right there will let you understand that your thoughts and my intentions will create anything I want, and I don't even have to figure out how it's going to come to me, because I have a very powerful supercomputer that's driven or created inside of me, known as my true self, my higher self, my intuition, where God, the universe, can communicate information to you so you can create it. That's the secret, guys. And that is inborn in you right now. And once you learn to harness and access that power within you, man, the sky is the limits. Okay, so your frequency needs to match the money, person, or thing you're trying to draw into your experience. Exactly. Your frequency must match, your vibration must match the particular frequency, and then it comes to you and you get it. As simple as that. So how do you do that? Well, if you want more money, if you want love, if you want abundance, if you want all of these things, you have to start to think in those terms. You have to start to visualize and see things happen in that. You got to do end thinking. You got to feel good, okay? And you got to keep your intention on that, and then you'll bring it towards you, right? Always believe myself. Yes, if you believe in yourself, my friends, you are on your way to create anything. Because let me help you to believe in yourself. I'm going to give you a big tip. Okay, here's a simple fact of it. The universe, it it creates based on what you believe. It doesn't create on the facts. It doesn't create on what your ego thinks. It creates on what you believe about yourself. So today, if you're watching this right now, and you say, man, you know what? I'm just going to choose to believe that I can overcome depression. I'm going to choose to believe that I'm healthy. I'm going to choose to believe that I can manifest money. And then you start to repeat that every day in your mind. Guess what? The universe is going to attract it and it's going to become your reality. That's simple. The universe doesn't work with judging or qualifying you to see if you're good enough or to see if you deserve it. It doesn't care about that. It just says, man, whatever you believe, I'm going to create it for you. What stops you is your condition and thinking mind, your friends, your family, the media, your mom, your limiting beliefs, your teachers, what they told you you couldn't do, what they told you you're not capable of doing. Those became your beliefs. So the universe is going to create that. The universe is not going to tap you and say, hey Mark, hey John, listen, if you believe good stuff, I'm going to manifest. Can't tell you that. It's just there as frequencies. It says, remember, harmony, right? This is in harmony, negative or positive. So all you have to do is focus on what side of the spectrum you want to go. No money in my account, but I still make a way. Does this mean I'm doing poorly in the law of attraction? No, it does not mean you're doing poorly. But what it can mean though is that you're using too much of your conscious mind. You're trying to figure things out. So my advice to you is this: if you start to now trust and start to visualize an end thinking format, first of all, come up with a specific amount of money you'd like to see in your life. Focus on that, visualize that, expect it, an intention, then and allow your true mind now to take over. You'll do more than just get by. You're gonna start to reap more finances, because once you see, guys, when we're just getting by, we're using our conscious mind. We're using 3%. That's when you know if you're operating with your higher self or your conscious mind. When you're just getting by in life, that means you're trying to use a conscious mind to create. That's why you're struggling a little bit. But when you start to see that you're starting to overcome stuff and you're starting to thrive and things start to roll, now you know you're using your higher mind. Okay? So that's how you gotta judge. So let go of the conscious mind and use the higher mind, because it can find infinite possibilities. Remember, the conscious mind cannot see possibilities. Okay? Penny is money with vibratory. That is $1 million. I have seen a comment where someone says that, well, a penny is made of copper and it's a conductor. Okay, and it says, well, a dollar is paper. But what I'm trying to show you guys, or what I'm referring to you, is you're looking at the surface structure. I'm showing you from the elemental laws of physics. Despite copper and paper, they all have the same quantum particles, and the value we give them is what creates the energetic vibration. So all the universe looks at a penny is its money, and a dollar bill is its money. It doesn't look at a penny and says, this is one penny and this is a physical dollar bill, this means 100,000. No, we give that meaning. The universe looks at it as money. That's all it is. And because of the collective consciousness, we give it money. A penny is what? Means to exchange. A dollar bill or 100 million or saying whatever, it means to exchange as a collective consciousness. So now the energy is binding that way. So that's why I say to you, one penny, 1 million, or 1 billion, 1 trillion, all the same. Now, if you want to increase more of it, then you put more of your thought energy on it, and you set an intention to it, and you put a specific amount in a blueprint. Therefore, you can take a penny and create it into 100, 1,000, million. See? That's how it works. All right. So, what do you think about when you're at work and your job? Sorry, I couldn't get that question. I think you were saying, what tips do you have for starting a business? When you're going to start a business, the first tip is, number one, have an intention of what sort of business you want to start. Okay, you don't have to know how exactly you're going to create everything, but have an idea of what it is you want to do. Okay, that's the first step. Then you start to visualize the end results of what you want, or the way you want to see your business running. Okay, because remember, in order to create anything we desire, we have to access higher mind. Can't do it in the conscious. Conscious is on the logical, structural, analytical part of the mind. We have to move on to the higher level of our consciousness, and that's where things create, right? Just feel good. I've seen 444 quite often as well. That's excellent. That's a good point, guys. When you're encountering synchronicities in these numbers, they're letting you know that whatever it is that you've been visualizing, or whatever it is you've been thinking about, it is on the way to you. Meaning it's creating to manifest. That's why it's important for you to continue and focus and keep doing the repetition. So there it is. It's hard to focus. Well, it's not hard to focus. You just have to be disciplined. This is where you have to learn to be disciplined. Okay, if you want $1 million, and I tell you just focus on it, and you'll get the $1 million. Is it going to be hard to focus now? No, it's not, because it's something you want. Look, if it's something you truly want from your heart, focus won't be the issue. That's how you can tell if it's something you truly want, by your focus. Because if you want it, man, I guarantee you, you're gonna go out. Your heart's gonna be into it. Okay. Okay. How you make peace with what? I didn't get that question there. Or comment. All right. So yeah. So you guys, these are some very, very important tips that you guys can start to use right now. Okay. Can you describe frequency matching? Does the frequency need to be held for a long time? No, the frequency doesn't need to be held for a long time. All you have to do is just don't. You don't have to worry about the inner workings of frequency vibration. Here's your job. As often as possible, keep your mind and your thoughts on anything that makes you feel good or whatever you want. That's it. You have control of doing that. You can think of it, because right now many of you guys are thinking of what you don't want, because that's what you were conditioned. So if you could start to just retrain your mind to only think about what you want, see it in end format, that's the frequency. Don't have to worry. Okay, if you have a couple days or weeks where you are off centered and you miss, or you went back to the old way, it's fine. It's perfectly natural. It doesn't mean that you have to start over again. You don't quit it. It just freezes, stops, like I said, like a pause. Then when you get back, you pick back up. Okay. I didn't see that question. How do you make the law of attraction work? That one I kind of missed. But the key component, guys, is to be aligned, and I repeat it again, to whatever you want is your focus, your intention, and your thoughts on it, okay? How to make peace with your current circumstances in life no matter what. How to make peace with your current circumstances in life no matter what is, first, you have to make peace within yourself, to know that what anybody thinks of you or say about you is not your issue, it's their issue, it's their opinion, it's their perception. You know who you are, and you know what you're capable of. Therefore, whatever someone else is thinking about you, it doesn't matter to you. You're comfortable with who you are. That's how you make peace. Okay? Some advice in handling doubt when it appears in the mind. Okay, doubt is normal because the conscious mind is always there, and it's always going to look for facts to support what you're doing. If it doesn't see it, it creates doubt. So the first thing you have to understand, you don't fight the doubt, you accept the doubt. But if you want to overcome doubt, there's a few ways to do that. You have to keep believing in the mind. You have to start winning in your mind. Start seeing it happen, and use your imagination to see it happen in the mind over and over again. Then start reading success stories. Look at other individuals that have done what you wanted to do. See their stories. Read inspirational things, and use your outer voice affirmation. If you just keep saying a certain word, like, if you just doubt that you're not good enough to find a perfect mate, you're not good enough to start a business. If you keep saying to yourself, I am good enough to start a business, I am worthy to start a business, why am I so confident? If you keep repeating those words every day, over and over, as much as possible, your brain is going to map it, and you're going to believe it, and the doubt will go away. How to become in touch with the intuition. To become in touch with intuition, you have to start now get into that higher level of conscious awareness. This is where you get in touch with your heart's desire, your higher self, through meditation, and then through focusing. And it's a little bit more, but those are principal points to get into your intuition. Okay. Okay, I didn't see what that guy says. So yes. Alright, there's somebody here. I don't have a specific amount in mind. Just see what I already did with my money. How do you let go of the end results? Well, you let go of the end results by basically having an awareness or a belief, guys. Okay? Like I said before, anything you want, okay, you have to see it as already happening. Basically meaning that, I believe that this is going to happen, and I know it must happen. I'm not going to try to figure out how. That's how you let go. Okay? How can I manifest while I'm at work? Well, if you're at work, your mind's always going to be engaged, so you have to be able to take some time away. If you get a break, a little bit of time, you got to take some time where you can focus and do a little meditation and keep your thoughts on what you want. Okay? That's how you can you manifest. Or when you get home, you do the work. Okay. Have you heard to win? Okay. I believe I'll win the lottery, but now I can manipulate. Yes, you can manipulate reality, guys, because all it is a perception of space-time, right? Space-time is, remember, it's a concept. It's not a physical thing. Okay, it's dimensions, dimensional in time-space. All right. That's how you can create space-time. Visualize the end as already being real. Yes. Can trading currencies be used as a valuable tool for manifesting? Of course. Currencies and anything. Okay, what do you think about, what is that? I can see that. What do you think about creating? So you're seeing synchronicities daily. What does that mean? Synchronicities daily mean that you're attracting what you want. You're on point. Okay. How soon after letting go did your full manifestation happen? After I fully let go, it was maybe, I think, around 2 months when everything came together in linear time, right? Right. The time. Remember, guys. The key is, again, if you can get the concept of time and keep the moment, you can get it. All right. Some days there's no energy in the sky. Exactly. All right. So guys, so keep that in mind. So if you want to align yourself with the universe, remember your desires. Okay. You focus and your thoughts on what you want, and then by doing that, you can generate that attraction, and it'll come into your reality. Okay. What is your opinion? I got a few more minutes here. So what is your opinion about the 2-cup method? I'm not aware of the 2-cup method. Can you share exactly how to visualize an alignment? Okay. Alignment doesn't come through just strictly visualizing. Alignment comes in a couple factors. It comes in how you're feeling in the moment. It comes in, of course, the end thinking, and it comes in what your dominant focus thought is. That's how you become aligned. Letting go is trusting the universe. That is honest way. That's correct. There's subliminal to help change the way you think. Of course, subliminals affect the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, in turn, will affect the conscious mind. Because if your subconscious believes something, your conscious mind will go along with it as well. All right. Does quit mind manifest our desires? How do you get rid of programming to have a boss manager? I didn't see the full one. Been depressing recently, right? If time is just a concept, how do I erase that concept? It's not about erasing the concept. It's really about putting the concept in context. Is being aware that, okay, I know that in my conscious mind, I need this linear time as a structure for daily analytical planning, etc. But I realize that when it comes to really creating what I desire, what I want in my life, okay, that time doesn't affect manifestation because it can do the balance, right? Imagination, can you use imagination to manifest? Yes, imagination is your thoughts. That's what I mean by imagination. You're thinking, think big. Okay? Do you stop thinking often? Well, your mind doesn't stop thinking, guys. You just have to get your mind to think about what you want, right? Can you manifest without visualizing? Well, that's a good question. Can you manifest without visualizing? And the answer to that is yes and no, because you manifest according to what you consciously are aware of, what you're subconsciously are aware of. So if your subconscious mind is aware of something you don't want, you're going to manifest that. Okay, if you're consciously aware of something you want, you're going to manifest. So everything comes in that form. When you want something, you have to think about it. It just doesn't pop in if you don't want it. That's what the intention. So we get what we think about the most. Do you believe that, what is that? Spells? You can see that one. Why don't we get programmed? Why don't we get programmed not to do this? Well, as I said before, it's just how we were conditioned when you were growing up. You were young and growing up. There's limited beliefs about what people see, think about you. Okay. So you can raise the program, guys. All you have to do is just rewrite and refocus. Balance and effort. How can you manifest instantly? The short answer to that is your ability to release resistance. The more resistance you don't have, the faster you can manifest even instantly, right? And resistance basically means your doubt and how you truly believe. What's the level of your belief level? Are you at a 10, a 9, or 8, right? I wish we were born to manifest. Of course you were born to manifest. You cannot not manifest. You're manifesting right now. Your brain manifesting is an inborn talent of the brain. So you have to you keep manifesting. It's just about what you focus on, you'll get. Okay, is doing drugs legal? Butterfly, green candle. Okay. When you see synchronicities, these questions are coming in so fast. Can I use affirmations to manifest? Of course. Affirmations are very powerful. When you speak out loud, it gets to the subconscious mind. Remember, with a repetitive pattern. Okay, so keep those in mind, and you guys will do good. Okay, I've been seeing 888. If you see 88, it's good. Means finances are on the way. You're gonna create more abundance in your life. What's the effect of watching your videos every day? It's a good question. You'll see the effects when you watch my videos every day. It opens your mind and it opens you to the awareness so that you can start to take charge and create. So it's an eye opener. Really gets you into that phase to really know how things work, and then you can start to change your life. Can you change your self-image without using brainwaves? Yes, you can. It takes more time though. Okay. How to create powerful affirmations by using your intention and words that you want. Prescription affects your. Yes, these things can have. Does it mean subliminals are always working if you use them correctly? Some of it takes time. I manifest a job. I feel good. I'm working hard. That's good. It's okay. What to do if your energy is low? Well, if your energy is low, just rest, relax, refocus your thoughts on something makes you feel good. Raise your vibration. Meditate. Okay. Have you heard of parallel reality theory? Every second a brand new reality, witches can take action. Yes, I've heard of the parallel reality, and right now, science is beginning to grasp that it truly does exist. That we live in a multiverse with infinite numbers of universe, parallel versions of this and of you and I, and it goes in accordance with quantum physics. And it's just to show you the infinite possibilities that exist that you can tap into and become your true self. You stop resisting because what you resist, yes, what you resist become stronger. Okay, how to get beyond regret of the past? Okay, that's a good question. How to get beyond regrets of the past is very simple. The past isn't happening now. The past is a memory stored in the brain. Okay, that's what you gotta accept. Whatever happened in the past, it's not now. Every moment from moment, you are practically reborn. You're not that self. Look, the past, the ego reminds you of the past because it needs an identity and it needs to control. Your ego needs certainty. So it will use everything in the book from what you did, what you couldn't do, what you're not good at to remind you so you can't move forward. The ego does not like to lose control. The ego fears uncertainty. So if you're running away or you're becoming your true self, the ego will fight you because it's something it's not. No, it doesn't know. It says, what's going on here? It's not us. So you have to remember the past is a memory stored. It's not happening now. Okay, if you focus on what you want, boom. Okay, so guys, yeah, so that's all the time I have for today. So we'll continue. Of course, guys, you can visit more information. The website links I'll post them below. There's a lot of training materials. Also, look, go to the website. There's a testimonial section that you can build your belief. You can see all these individuals that put their testimonies of how they created and manifest stuff. That'll help you build your belief so that you can see, wow, there's people doing this. Look, it's doing this, it's working. How can I do that? And of course, there's other options and a lot of information that you can take advantage of, such as the coaching, the subliminal frequencies, a whole bunch of other good stuff you can all take advantage of to bring and excite. Also become a part of that new Facebook group. Vibrations is really, really high there. Okay, and you guys can take care of a lot of that, right? I'll get another content maybe next week. All right, so guys.